I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like it's lots of hype. They ring the bell, and here we go. He blocks the jab. That jab doesn't find a home. Brilliant hook there. A nice breeze in the air, Johnny. This has to feel a little foreign to these two fighters who are so used to fighting indoors.
These fighters have got to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is so exciting.
That left hook misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They both want the knockout. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. A perfect counter lands. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
If you're fighting the counter punches, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react to that, then react them. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punches, they're watching your every move, every twitch.
They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Get that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. Get out there and...
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? He got out of the way of that right hook.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter shot lands. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
That counter punch caught him clean. Let's talk about Roy Jones and that. And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice defense on that right hook. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. That hook just can't find the target.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Who's willing? Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Takes a deep breath, but right back into the line of fire he goes.
Caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Let's talk about Roy Jones and their... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That uppercut doesn't land. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. The straight right just misses.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That counter shot lands. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now.
Oh, he's gone.
Pensacola's finest is down. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, four. And we continue.
Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
You're tired. You're thinking you're tired. But breathe. Come on, suck it up. All your training you've done, all the sacrifices you've done. Come on, and breathe. Listen to me. You're not tired. You're acting up. Just box him. Don't be stupid. Don't be trying to bomb him out and tiring yourself out even more. Just have a smart round. Go out there, box him, get your breath back, and then we'll go around tired at all.
And there's the bell to start the round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The straight right just misses. Missing with that jab. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
There's a counter shot. Left hook just... Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he isn't big. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. The straight right just misses. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Straight right just misses.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Punch, counter punch. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same cap...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won hands down.
It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counter punch. It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counter punch. No rest for the weary. He threw a punch and just got countered. Those counter punches have to hurt. fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. It looks like he might not be as hurt as we thought.
Bean Gaze now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Some real good back and... Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And down goes Jones Jr. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
To me.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes you angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
The straight right just misses. The straight right just missed. Are we about to witness history? The great Rocky Marciano in serious trouble. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. He had his moment, but has it gone by?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this? Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Oh my word, down goes RJJ. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
So much work in camp. Come on, get...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. What do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now,
can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And finally, Jones goes down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four,
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny David Adeleye, known as Big D, fighting out of...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner from the...
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, all I can say, heaven.
And there's the bell to start the round. That punch landed. And another hook to the body scores. Brilliant hook there. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Can they figure out the combination to this set?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. The left hook can't miss. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counterpunch. The courage on display here is incredible. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Come on, suck it up, suck it up. How many rounds do we spar in the gym? How much work do you put in the gym? Ups and breathe. Take the minute, get your breath back. Listen, so you get your second win back out there. Just go out there now, just box him. Don't be stupid. Don't be trying to bomb him out and tiring yourself out even more. Just have a smart round. You're not tired. You're thinking you're tired. How many rounds do we spar at the doctor? Don't worry about it. Stay focused and stay confident. All the sacrifices you've done. Come on. You're not tired at all. You get yourself. You're not tired. You think you're tired, but you're not tired. You're done. Don't be stupid. Don't be trying to bomb it.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
And then we'll go again round after that. Don't worry about it. Stay focused.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Beautiful counter shot. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
They ring the bell, and here we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink, because one big shot and this thing could be over. He threw a punch and just got countered. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. Throws the jab and doesn't score.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Oh, that got Patterson off kilter. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they get into trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Suck it up. Suck it up. How many rounds do you start in the gym? How much work do you put in the gym?
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. And he scores with the counter. Missed him with that uppercut. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start the round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their...
Adeleye rocked! And it appears they weathered the storm. Now I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Beautiful counter shot. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And that hook misses. Oh, and Patterson's dazed. Neither one of them wants this to go to the judges. Well, it's no secret. They ring the bell, and here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Just missed with that jab. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. You'd like to see more jabs.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's when the referee has to...
Patterson's rocked. It looks like he might. So he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
You know the score. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get at.
And there's the bell to start the round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Looking to land the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Missing with that jab. Missing with that jab. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Gotta let your... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Just relax and listen to me. Breathe. Come on, suck it up. Suck it up. How many rounds did you start in the gym?
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. They got out of the way of that right hook. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. You'd like to see more jabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
They block the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Those counter punches have to hurt. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
The straight right just misses. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Oh my word, Adeleye in some serious trouble. Right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, they ring the bell, and here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Just missed with that jab. Nice counter shot. That hook won't score. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Just missing with the right uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Patterson took that one in a bad way. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
How about that time counter shot? Is he going to punch himself out, though? We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. The straight right just misses.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee. Because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here. And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch counter. David Adeleye just took a big shot. That was the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Missing with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
What a...